Hello everybody, and welcome to our Christmas Eve special. If you're new here, I'd like to give you a very warm welcome. My name is Egush, and I create videos that help people sleep and study. So if that's what you're here for, then I'm happy to say that you're in the right place. Now in today's episode, we're going to start by saying hello to all of our cozy animal friends. Hello Alina. Are you ready to celebrate this lovely Christmas episode with our dreamers? She looks like she's very ready. She's focused on a goal. What's your goal, Alina? You're looking for something? Come on, Alina. We're going to say hi to our cozy little companions here. And as you can see, it looks like Santa paid us a visit and dropped off some presents for all the animals. Daisy's standing right on top of that present over there. That's not your one, I don't think, Daisy. And the other three are in the distance over there. Hello everybody, how are we? Oopsie, Dreamy, Wilbur. What's the gossip, Alina's just joined in the conversation. Looks like they're having a little community gathering. Having a chat. So of course, we're going to start by opening some presents for our cozy little companions. See what they all get for Christmas. And then we're going to head downstairs into our lagoon and commemorate a new dreamer. And of course, we can't forget about our cozy little cats, of course, as well. And in this episode, where we don't really have a goal in mind, to be honest, I feel like I just want to relax with you, maybe by the Christmas tree, have a nice chat together, and just enjoy each other's company during this festive holiday season. Wilbur seems like he wants to be alone. That's okay, Wilbur. Whatever you'd like, honestly. Okay, let's get started with some presents. And if you're opening some presents tomorrow or tonight during Christmas Eve, or whenever it is for you, of course, then I hope you get everything that you wanted. And if you don't, then that's okay. You'll be able to get what you want in the future, I'm sure of it. Okay, let's start with this blue creeper looking present. And that one goes to Daisy. Daisy? Looks like Santa gave you a piece of wheat. Your favorite. Oh, they're all coming. No, guys, this is for Daisy. Okay, there you go, Daisy. And this yellow one is for Oopsie Jr. And it's a painting. Oopsie Jr. Oopsie Jr. Somebody, well, it's not somebody, but Santa. Santa gave you a present. And it's a Christmas, maybe a Christmas painting. I have no idea what this is. Oh, we can choose one. Okay, that's really cool. We'll put it over here on the tree. When I think of Oopsie Jr., I think of like, sad to say, but I think of like trees because of what happened to Oopsie Senior. So I can't really decide this. I'm not very good at making these kinds of decisions sometimes. There's so many choices. Quite like this one. I don't know why, but it's really speaking to me. There we go. Alina's patiently waiting for her present. Okay, Alina, let's open your one next. Doesn't say the names, but I think this one looks like Alina's. There we go. And of course, Alina gets 6 steaks. She's looking at me straight away with a tilted head. I know you want the steaks, but I can't really feed you right now because you're already full. So we'll save those for later, okay? But I promise we'll keep them for you. And now we're going to open the blue present. And that one's for Dreamy. And Dreamy's got a cherry sapling. And Dreamy's coming straight to us. Dreamy. I know you're excited. Maybe this isn't what you wanted. Is that why you're bumping into me like that? Okay, well, we'll save the sapling for you as well. Put it somewhere special. And last but not least is Wilbur. Wilbur. It's like he heard me calling his name. Hello, Wilbur. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Let's have a look at what you got. Wilbur got a brown lamp. Okay, there you go. Hello, Wilbur. Santa dropped you off a brown lamp for Christmas. We'll just put that over there, honestly. I think that looks really nice in that corner. Alright guys, I'm going to come back and get you later. I think we're going to go for a nice walk with all of our friends. And we're going to walk them down to the village over there with all of our animals. Hopefully nothing goes wrong, but you never know on these trips. Alrighty, let's head into the lagoon and let's commemorate a dreamer. I haven't really had a chance. I've bought a lot of presents for my friends and family. I haven't really had a chance to give it to them. Oh, what is that? That's a squid. That's really cool. Look at that. Mr. Squid just come to pay us a visit. Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to give any presents to anybody. I mean, I know it's not Christmas Eve here just yet. It will be soon. But I am very excited to share presents with people. I quite like giving gifts and receiving gifts, and I think it's a way to show somebody that you know them a little bit more than they think you might, or that you remember something. Oh, I've got a little goblin trader. Mac. Hello, Mac. How are you today? Be with you in a moment. I really want to commemorate one of our lovely dreamers. And we're going to use a maple sign. We haven't used a maple sign in a while for this person. And I was actually thinking over here next to this cozy mantle and the fireplace would be a good spot for this person. Maybe on the right here, above the bookshelf. Yeah, let's do it right there. And this lovely dreamer's name is Kara. I'm gonna write Kara and Willow. There we go. And Kara left a lovely comment on our last episode, and Alina's jumping in joy from this comment. And the comment reads, Merry Early Christmas, Egush. Thank you for the gift that is your videos and dedication to the channel. No matter how stressful the day seems to be, settling down with a video of yours at the end of the day always seems to make it melt away. I wish you the best Christmas season, Egush. Thank you very much, Kara, and it might not be an early Christmas anymore for you. It might be just about time. But regardless, I wish you a very Merry Christmas as well, and I hope you get everything that you deserve, okay? Let's pick you a nice color now. We can probably make some colors as well. You know what? We haven't really had orange yet as a color. And I think somebody told me that we can mix yellow and blue to make orange. So let's do that right now. Where's the other way? Okay, I might need to look this up. Orange dye. Okay, it's red and yellow. My apologies. My apologies. So we're going to mix the red and the yellow. There we go, to make orange dye. And we'll need to take 2 of these ink sacs. Okay, here we go, Kara. There you go. And then, of course, we want to give you a nice pop of light. Oh, that looks lovely. So nice. And of course, we'll need some honeycomb, sorry, not beeswax. We need some honeycomb for you there. That's very unique there, your color. But I mean, I just realized that we can merge dyes in the last episode because of somebody that left a comment. So you're kind of the first person that we've been able to do this with. So thank you very much for being here, Kara, and I really appreciate your comment. And of course, Alina has decided to throw herself, just fling herself off the top of the staircase. Absolutely crazy dog. Come on, Alina. This is why Santa gave you steaks, do you see? Because he knows what you're going to get up to. I just realized our lake is actually frozen. Did you notice that? This is crazy. Like, look at this. And it's snowing. Oh wow, so it's snowing on the left side and it's raining on the right. Oh my god, it's so chilly. I can't believe it's frozen though. I've never seen that before. Just a frozen lake. Alrighty, we are in the Christmas spirit, as you can see today, with our very festive clothes. I actually have a pair of pajamas just like this in real life. I don't know if I'll wear them. I'll be honest, I don't even know if they'll fit me for Christmas. But one of my nephews said that he'll be wearing it. So he wanted me to match with him, but I just don't think it'll fit me. It might be funny to see if it will, though. Alina, come on. Forgot to put the honeycomb back, but that's okay. Now we're going to say hi to our lovely cats over here, Lily and Zara. Mac, I know you want to trade with me, but not right now, please. I'm spending time with my family, okay? No, Mac. You're not allowed in. And Lily and Zara have got their own little Christmas tree here with their own presents. Hello, Lily. Hello, Zara. They're very excited by the looks of it for their presents. We're going to start by giving them both a nice fatty salmon. There you go, honey. Yeah. And Zara, of course. Enjoy your food as well, Zara. Okay, are you ready to open your presents? See what Santa gave you? Okay, let's do it. So, this black present is for Lily. And it's a palm couch. Okay. That's actually really cozy. Thinking of where we could put it. I mean, I do like that spot there. That's why I instinctively went there, but I kind of want to put it down for them straight away. Okay, Lily, we're going to put down your couch over here. And I wonder if I just speak with this dude, if he'll just leave us alone, because I'm trying to spend time with my family and he's just still there. Anyway, that's okay. Zara, are you ready to open your present? You got a yellow cushion. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, Zara, I'm gonna put your cushion. Can you put it on the bed? Maybe we'll put it next to the bed. Oh, that doesn't really work because it blocks the fence that way. How about we put it... You know what? Let's put it over here. Lily, am I okay to nudge you just for a second, darling? Just over there. There you go. Let's see if we can put Zara on top of her little cushion. Oh, that's so cute. There we go. Yeah, that's great. Alright, let's head back towards the farm. Oh, and I wanted to quickly put some light on that sign there. That's why I brought this other ink sac. There we go. Come on, Alina. And I'm kind of upset at Mark because he didn't leave me alone, so I'm not even gonna give him the time of day. He can just bugger off. Come on, Alina. Come with me, girl. We're gonna go back to the farm now. Oh. Something's happened. The animals have escaped. Oh no, what's happened here? Wilbur? Happening? Did I forget one of the... What's happening? I have a feeling that they somehow went on top of this, and then on top of this, and then they just escaped. Very crafty, aren't they, these animals? We're gonna have to find them all now. Oh. Do I have wheat? I do. I have the wheat that we were meant to give Daisy. I think we did give it to Daisy, actually. We've got a spare wheat here. Alina, it's time for you to do your job, if you can, please. And find all the animals. Wilbur, this way, please. We'll start with Wilbur. It'll take us a while to find all our animals, I think. Maybe we can collect them all at once. I can see Dreamy over there. Come on, Wilbur. Let's go and get Daisy. I think she's over here. Oh, and there's Oopsie Jr. Have you seen Daisy, Oopsie Jr.? Is that... My goodness, look how far she went. This way, please, Daisy. There we go, and Oopsie Jr.'s following me now too. Excellent. Come on, go. They heard that I wanted to take them for a walk and they decided to do it themselves. Give themselves a little free walk. They were stretching their legs. And everybody. I hope you've had a lovely day. And that you're settling in for a cozy night. Whether it's for Christmas If you don't celebrate Christmas, I completely understand, of course. I'll still be here regardless to keep you company. Come on, come on, everybody. We're just gonna put them all back in. Right? Yeah, they're all getting stuck now. Lena, gotta make room for them. Come on. Come on, Daisy, you can do it. Am I gonna have to break the fence? Maybe it was Alina that was blocking the way. Yep, there we go. Daisy's in. Dreamy's, oopsie's in. We're gonna have to get rid of these presents. Because I feel like these presents are allowing the animals to escape. And of course we'll have to go and find Dreamy. There you are. Dreamy, come this way. Come on, Dreamy. Alright, now, guys, we're gonna have to have a little talk, okay? Because that was not okay. You can't make me worry like that. People were worried about you, okay? So please be careful. Okay, it's okay to explore a little bit, of course. But just, don't make me worry like that, please. I've got a little snowman here. So I really want to take everybody for a proper walk. But I'll need to... Oh, okay. Did you see what just happened? It's the lamp. It's Wilbur's brown lamp. That's what's allowing them to escape. Snowman too, by the looks of it. Alright, well, we're going to put the brown lamp here for now. Hopefully that's not so much of a hazard for them escaping. And in the meantime, come this way, Alina. I'm going to get you to sit over here. She loves that little pond of water over there, doesn't she? Oh, she just flew across the screen. Alina, you're going to have to sit over there, and then I'm just going to nudge you in this direction. Is that okay? And I really want to go and find my leads. I've got a few animal leads lying around somewhere. I want to go and grab those, and then I want to come back and take the animals for a nice cozy walk down to the village, and we'll go and say hi to all the villagers over there. There's like a really special feeling you get when you wake up and it's like a holiday. You know what I mean? Oh, there they are. Beautiful. Let's just get like 6 of these because you never know. All these empty presents we'll have to put in a barrel for now. That's okay. They've been opened anyway, so. And while we're here, we might as well put the dye back as well. Honeycomb and the dye. Let's quickly just make some dyes out of these flowers. Oops, there's the saplings. My bad. There we go, that makes it a lot easier. We've got more space now, see? Cool. Okay. Got a few building materials that will kind of keep with us because we're still in the process of building our I'm just gonna move you. We're still in the process of building our sunset overlook, finishing it off, I should say. There. But it is coming along quite nicely now, so I'm pretty excited. But I don't plan on doing much building this episode. If I do, it'll be very cozy, very light building. Kind of just want to really relax and just talk about memories and stuff, Just have a nice time putting you to sleep or helping you study. Or maybe just, being in the background. Can't quite get over how lovely this ice is. Oh, it's so frozen. What happens if we break the ice? I'm kind of scared. Oh, it becomes water. Oh, cool. Okay, right. Well, we're gonna head to the farm once again. And we're gonna grab all of our animals and we're going to go for a walk together. Lantern over there. I love the little Santa hat because it doesn't really fit on my head. You can see here it's kind of just like stuck on the sides. It doesn't cover the top. By the way, this is how I look when I wear a beanie in real life as well. I've got a big head, I think. Some of the beanies that I wear, they don't quite fit around my whole head. Alrighty. Are we ready to go for a cozy walk? Yeah? Gonna grab you, Daisy. And I'm putting you on leads, guys, because of what happened earlier. Okay. And Oopsie Jr. Alright, everybody. Come this way. Alina, is it okay if you stay here and guard the garden? No, I don't think that's nice. I think we should bring her with us. I think all the leads just broke. Go on, Oopsie Jr. You next. And then Dreamy. I say that I want to have a conversation and reflect this episode and just have a cozy chat. But in reality, I feel like I'm going to be taking care of the animals half the time because they're all very clumsy. And you know, like when you go on a cool trip with your teachers when you're in like primary school? That's what this is going to feel like, I think. Okay, here we go. Go on, everyone. Let's go on a nice walk. We're going to go over the bridge, okay? Lena, you can do whatever you want, okay? But just stay close, please. Don't make me worry about you. Alright, let's see what happens if I just keep walking, if it breaks the leads or... Oh no, they start going faster. Okay, we'll just take it nice and slow. Come on, everyone. Yeah, going for a nice walk all together. Now, Daisy was our first companion. And then I believe it was Oopsie Jr. Actually, it was Oopsie Senior. For those of you who don't know what happened to Oopsie Senior, you'll have to go and rewatch the previous episodes. It was quite heartbreaking, but also a little bit funny, if I'm being honest. Some of you will hate me for saying that, but let's be honest, it was a little bit funny. But it's okay, because now we have Oopsie Jr. And then I know for a fact that Wilbur was our last companion. And I think Dreamy we found in the fields over here before. Alina, sorry, actually, I think Alina was our last companion. And then, of course, we've got the bees, but we haven't really named the bees or anything yet, so they're kind of just buzzing around, enjoying their freedom. I'm a little bit worried about these stairs here. Maybe we'll go down an easier path for the animals. Bless their little hearts, I don't want to put them in any danger. Yeah, there's like as I was saying before, got a bit sidetracked. There's a really nice feeling waking up knowing it's like the holidays, realizing that there's no need to rush, there's no need to check your messages or your emails or think about work or anything like that, you know? And I think that because of that, everybody's just in a better mood. Wouldn't it be nice if everybody just kind of was in that mood all the time? They were always happy because they don't have to worry about deadlines and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we've all got work, of course, and we all have to do things to stimulate ourselves and to make ourselves feel productive. But at the same time, I just feel like there is no better time during the year than when everybody's kind of, our minds are all just turned off, you know. Even when I go on holiday, like we're going away for a few days with family, and I just know it's going to be good vibes all around. You know, we're going to be going to the beach, we're going to be swimming, we're going to be doing barbecues and all, and it's just like thinking about all that makes me really excited. Like all the villagers are sleeping right now. Daisy, please be careful of the berry bush there. Okay, let's just keep going in this direction for now, everyone. I only really wanted to come and say hi to the villagers, but I think that they're all sleeping. we go and relax for a second around here. And we'll say hi to them a bit later. Come on, everybody. There we go. Oh, we've lost Daisy's lead. Let me just put her back on a lead first, and then I'll go find the lead. I'm assuming it's here somewhere, right? They're right here. Ah, there we go. Two of them are awake. We've got Martin and Miles. Hello, Martin and Miles. We've all come to say hi. You just said hi as well. You've got two little cats, I see. No, oopsie. Oopsie, please. You're crushing the cats. Oh no. Come on, Oopsie. Out this way. Out this way, Oopsie. Oopsie, you've got to give people their privacy. You can't just go and in there and, you know, invade people's privacy. Yes, I'm talking to you. Don't pretend like you can't hear me. I know you could hear me, okay? Silly little Oopsie. Snow's quite lovely. I don't think we've had snow on Minecraft before. And it's really lovely to see the snow coming down on this Christmas Eve special. Yeah, I just feel like knowing the holidays are around the corner, or even just the fact that you've got a few weeks off or whatever it is. I hope that you feel the peace that everybody else can feel. And I hope you can feel the comfort that everybody else feels as well during this festive season, even if you're not celebrating, because it is quite nice. And sometimes it's as simple as just going outside or going to your favorite place to eat, and you'll realize how different the vibe is. I'm still pretty introverted in real life. Once I'm comfortable with people, of course, I'll be more of an extrovert. But for the most part, be careful here. For the most part, when I go outside, I'm still cautious of things, who I talk to, what I do, just how I am. So I completely understand if you just want to be that. Some people enjoy festivities and holidays alone, just relaxing and unwinding away from everything. That's completely understandable too. I've had years where I don't really want to do anything with anyone. Or maybe even I'll go on a holiday with my family and I'll leave a few days early, you know, because I just want that alone time to myself. But there's absolutely no judgment here if that's you. Gosh, okay. I just get a little bit worried with all these drops. How about we'll go say hi to Lily and Zara on our way back to the farm, okay? Come on. Come on then. It's almost like when you walk through the snow and we've lost somebody. Oh, Wilbur. I'm so sorry, Wilbur. You're just staring off into the distance. Wilbur strikes me as one of those souls that prefers his own company to others. He just nodded. Did you see that? He literally just nodded at us. Like Wilbur definitely prefers. I feel like Wilbur definitely prefers his own company to others. Once again, the lead is broken. Okay, come on, we got you. I got you. Come on, Wilbur. Very often we'll find Wilbur gazing off into the distance, and I'm almost certain that you might know somebody like that whenever you're speaking to them or interacting with this person in real life. Probably daydreaming, or they're thinking of something else. I feel like a person that acts that way just kind of wants to be alone for the most part, you know, because if they're not even focused on what you're saying, then they're probably focused on themselves. Hello, girls. Look at Lily's little snoot. How are we? Comfy. Good. Come on. Let's get you all back into the farm. Come on. This way. There we go. Looks like we're transitioning from snow into rain now. The turtles are still nice and cozy in their little boats. Come on then. We're almost there now. Yeah, and I feel like Christmas is another time of the year where I think we spoke about. Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3. Where's Dreamy? Dreamy, what do you think you're doing, eh? Where's the lead? I don't even know where the lead is. We'll find it later. Come on, let's get you back. I feel like they're getting a little bit tired now. This is the most they've walked in like 20 episodes, so. Alrighty, come on then. Back in we get. One at a time. Yep, Daisy and Wilbur. There we go. There we are. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Alright, everybody, you can relax now. You know, we're gonna get you to sit there, that's fine. We're gonna head back downstairs into the lagoon for a second or two. We're gonna take a seat in front of the fireplace because it's really cold out here. Like I need to warm up down there. Back into our garden of dreams. You can see how far we've come in this series with all that we've built and everything. This is absolutely beautiful. Can you believe the beauty of this world? It's just so cozy in its own way. It's currently... let you guys in on a piece of me. I tend to... always, since finishing high school pretty much, even during high school actually, I've always tended to be the kind of person that stays up really late doing projects or doing work. And I've always told myself that I would be more productive if I got up early in the morning instead of sleeping late at night. But the truth is, I really enjoy the peace and serenity of nighttime. I have had trouble sleeping in the past, and I still do. I actually do suffer from insomnia. And it does get bad some nights, of course. I've dealt with it over the last 6, 7, 8 years, I'd say, and probably on and off even longer than that because, you know, I wasn't even aware of it for a while. But truth of the matter is, even though I do have struggles with sleeping and with dealing with my brain at nighttime sometimes, I really enjoy the peace and quiet of the night. There's no hustle and bustle, there's no loud noises. You're at peace. Sometimes I'll walk at nighttime outside, or I'll go... There's a few bodies of water near my house, like lakes and rivers and stuff like that, and I'll go and walk by the river. And knowing that I'm kind of the only person there, or the only person doing that, makes me feel really safe, and it makes me feel really comfortable. I don't know why. There's just there's a feeling of serenity. And I just wanted to share that with you. I feel like that's such a beautiful part of life where I think every single person should have an escape from the world. Whether it's, you know, walking at night time, whether it's sitting in your garage, playing video games. Maybe we've got some carpenters and woodworkers and metalworkers in our audience, and some of you love to just get into the workshop when no one's around and just do your thing, you know? Whatever it is that you do. Hope that you really understand the value of doing something like that and getting away from all the noise. I feel like it's so valuable to do that. And having your own space to do that is extremely important, okay? There's a massive, massive catfish down there. Look at him. See if we can follow him under the water there. Look at him. It's huge. Oh, that's so cool. We're just going to follow his little trail as he explores. When we're kids, and as children, this is kind of what we're like. Think of this catfish, right? He's just exploring. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't have any responsibilities. He's just vibing in the water. Random pattern, just going for it, doing whatever he wants. Maybe he'll eat some seaweed. Maybe he'll go out into the ocean for some time. We've lost him now. Life is very fleeting, isn't it? Sometimes you just realize that moments can pass you by and you don't even realize. Anyway, maybe deep down, the reason why I keep getting back into this cycle of sleeping late, maybe really there, like deep down, there in my brain, somewhere in my heart, is this understanding of the peacefulness and calmness that I get when I'm doing this. It is late right now. Everyone's asleep. And there's no place I'd rather be than here with you at the moment. So there's a little piece of me that I wanted to share with you. I'm sure some of you might feel the same way. But regardless, I'm just glad that you're here with me. And I want you to know how proud I am of you for making it to the end of the year. I know how difficult it can be to get to the end of a journey. And life is kind of made up of small journeys, isn't it? It's just one small journey after another. And when you add these journeys up, they become a big adventure. Each year is a journey. Some years are harder than others. Some years are simpler than others. You might have some simple goals that you can attain. Some years will be very difficult. I think that this year was the most difficult year I've ever had in my life, but in a very good way. I've been holding myself to higher standards lately, and I've been promising myself that I'm going to do something that helps me make a difference, helps me make a change. And so 6 lovely months ago, I started Egush on YouTube. In fact, we weren't even called Egush at the start. We were called Pixel Dreams. And then I thought to myself, if I'm gonna try to connect with people, and I do want to connect with you, I need to be starting that connection with something personal. Because why would somebody open up if I'm not open to them? So I changed the name to Egush, and that is my name. Full disclosure. And you probably know that already because it's in the description and it's on the channel. But it has been a very difficult year for me. It's been a very strenuous and a very busy year for me. But I'm proud of myself. And I know how difficult it's been for you as well. The last few years have been especially tough, I feel like. On you and on me. And no one ever knows what the future holds, but as long as we have each other, I know that we will be okay. So thank you so much for being here today, tonight. I hope you're having a lovely break from everything. And I just want you to know how proud I am of you. Seriously. I'm very proud of you. You've come so far. Just take a look at yourself. Just think about your journey, because I know you've come so far. You've gone through some really serious struggles in life. Some much harder than others, of course. But overall, I know what you've been through. Every single person has their own problems. And I'm really proud of you for dealing with those problems. And you're not crazy for thinking about small things in life. Sometimes I feel like I get crazy over small things, you know? I just want you to know that that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. Maybe somebody cut you off in traffic. Maybe someone cut in front of you in the line at the grocery store. Maybe you went to buy something and there was none left. You know how frustrating it can be dealing with these little things, especially when they start to build up. But please just know, I'm really proud of you. And I'm always one comment away if you want to share a piece of your story. I will always read your comments, because I love connecting with you. You know what? Let's head over to the sunset overlook right now, so we explore and reflect through our garden. It's kind of crazy, right? Like, when I was younger, my definition of success was very different to what my definition of success is now. If you asked Egush 5 years ago, how do you define success? I would have said money, wealth. I would have said having a really good job, having a really good career. And if you ask me now what my definition of success is, I would say happiness, friendship, family. Those are, in my opinion, the most important aspects of success. Your health is extremely important as well, of course. Got health. If you've got your health, you have everything. That's an old saying, but it's really true. I've been through a few health issues lately, and I didn't realize how much I took my health for granted. Seriously. I am okay. You don't have to worry. I know that I get comments sometimes that you guys are worried about me. I really appreciate that. I genuinely love that so much. Thank you for caring about me as much as I care about you. Appreciate that so much. But I am okay. Sometimes life just throws a curveball at you and you've got to deal with it. You've got to push through, you know? But looking down at our world right now and seeing what we've built, how far we've come. Go and visit the tower later as well. Seeing all the snow fall down. I feel like crying. Just being here with you makes me so happy. Now, if you're a young man or young woman, maybe you just finished high school and you're on your way to university, I hope you understand that there is so much more to life than your career, than your money, than your materialistic things like your car, your computer. It's ironic me saying this while I'm on a computer, of course, but at the same time, I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Build your friendships, build your relationships with your family and your friends, your partner. Work on them. Because at the end of the day, nothing matters more. Look at how far we've come. I love it so much. Now, I am very tired. You might be thinking to yourself, Egush is rambling so much, and some of the stuff he's saying doesn't even make sense. And I'm with you there. I am very tired. But sometimes I just go on a bit of a rant, a little bit of a ramble. I hope whatever I'm saying is helping you sleep or study. That's what you're here for. And as we head back down here, maybe even go to the other side of this little cave. Can't tell if that's water or ice. Okay, there's definitely ice down there. Isn't lake. Oops. Sorry about that. Just gonna gently head down the mountainside onto the ice here. And it's so cool walking on ice because this is usually all water. So this is very new to me. This little candle over here. And I hope the end of the year brings you the acknowledgement of the small things. It's nice to focus on your achievements and the goals you've achieved, of course. But make sure that you focus on your calmness, your comfort, your peace. That's very important too. A lot of rain coming down. I feel like there's a moment in everyone's life where they reach a bit of a realization. And I reached that realization last week. And here's what that realization is, right? So sometimes people make all these really big fancy plans for the holidays or with their friends. Sometimes I don't think that we need big plans for the holidays for them to feel meaningful. Sometimes just being with the people whose company you enjoy is all that you need. It's enough. Such a beautiful, beautiful atmosphere. But the moon in the sky, that actually might be the sun. So much snow that I can't tell. Isn't it interesting how the meaning of life can change depending on the season that you're in? Have you noticed that? 'Cause I certainly have. When I'm in the middle of winter and the days are short, it's like that Imagine Dragons song. When the days are cold, you know that song? And it's like, yeah, when I'm in the middle of winter and it's really dark and gloomy and I get out of the office and it's already nighttime, man, I feel depressed. I feel sad. I'm like, dude, is this like seriously? Is this what it's going to be like for the next 3 months? That's winter over here, by the way. Our winters are very depressing because our winter is in the middle of the year and there isn't really any festivities or holidays in the middle of the year for us. So I am a little bit envious for those of you who can celebrate during Christmas and during have that winter, cozy winter feel. during Christmas at the end of the year while you've got time off and stuff. For some countries, it's not like that, unfortunately. But when it becomes nice and warm and we've got these lovely beaches around and you've got that spring feeling in the sky, you know, the trees are starting to blossom, the plants, flowers. Man, that's such a different vibe. Isn't it just fascinating how the season can change your vibe and it can change your emotions and your atmosphere? Oh, look at all the hydrangeas. Just gonna grab a couple of these because these are my favorite plants. Hydrangeas and lavender. We had a viewer quite a while ago now. I don't know if they're still with us. I hope that they are following along. But, she told me in a comment that her grandmother used to have hydrangeas in her garden, and I'm sure I've said this before as well, this story. She said that it reminded her of like a very peaceful time in her life, walking around that garden. And she said that every time she sees a hydrangea, it reminds her of her grandmother. And I thought that was so special. The fact that we have, like, as we journey through life, each of us on our own adventure and our own steps. There's a little blue jay. Oh, up he goes. Ah, to be a bird, flying. I feel like as we journey through life and we experience all these different things and we find different flowers and different smells, or even in the way that they can remind us of certain things, I feel like it's so beautiful. And if you have a certain flower that reminds you of somebody, or a certain smell, or anything like that, and you're not uncomfortable with sharing it, please do. I'd love to hear about it. You know, whether it's a family member, you don't have to include actual names. Please do share that with me. I love hearing about things like that. It makes me really happy. Just enjoying this lovely Christmas landscape at the moment. All the snow around. Nice and cozy. I've got some hot cocoa to drink in a second. Oh, I love the sound of the rain pattering on the wool. Can you hear that? That's so lovely. Oops. This is really nice and cozy. Let's chill in here for a little while. That's the other thing about this time of the year. You can stay up late or sleep early, do whatever you want without any guilt. It's nice, isn't it? You like my little reindeer slippers? I already see it. Yeah, crazy little reindeer slippers on. The Santa hat is killing me. It's taking me out. I can't believe it doesn't fit over my head. It's so funny. I've got such a big head. Sometimes when I'm playing a video game and something kind of matches me in real life, it feels kind of like a very special coincidence, you know. And I do find that it happens sometimes. And lately I've been getting into video games a little bit more because Ever since I started this channel with these episodes, there's just something really special about it for me. Not just the fact that I'm sharing this with you, the fact that I can escape into these worlds with you. It makes me feel really, really happy. I look forward to it more than anything else in my life right now. I'm so happy to help you. I hope you know that, whether it's for sleep or study or whatever it is. Just thank you for being here. This is an episode about gratitude, I feel like. It's just nothing but gratitude today. No building, no mining, no crafting, no responsibilities, no worrying about things today. We're just relaxing together on this beautiful Christmas day. Thank you so much for being here. I'm never going to stop saying that. When I was in high school, I had a very, very good science teacher. So we have science from year 7 and 8, and usually 9 and 10. But as you enter year 9 and 10, you get to pick like specific science. So biology, chemistry, physics. You can pick any of those subdivisions of science and then pick topics within those topics. So if you're doing physics, for example, you can study relativity, or you can study cars, velocity, motors, stuff like that. Anyway, the most incredible science teacher, and whenever I think of my journey in school, because I did not enjoy school, I was one of those people that absolutely hated school. But whenever I think about my journey in school, the only thing I think of with fondness is that science teacher, and of course meeting my friends, but mainly that science teacher, of course. It's kind of insane how one person can make your life tolerable. One person. Anyway, the cool thing is I've kept in touch with this teacher after high school. We've actually gone fishing a couple times. He's also a musician and I'm a musician, so that's really cool as well. We've helped each other with music and stuff like that. I haven't spoken to him in a while now, but it's kind of crazy how I built this relationship with him when I was in year 11 and 12 studying, biology and chemistry and stuff. And he's such a down-to-earth person. I remember at my year 12 formal event where you have like a formal where the whole year group goes out for a night, to a nice venue and you all chat. And he was just sitting at the table with us, like with the boys. And of course he's got his own mates, the other teachers and stuff. But he was sitting at the table with us and man, it was just like he was one of us. It's insane how you can build that connection with somebody even if you're decades apart in age. And I've always adored him for the way that he taught and for the way he spoke to people, especially to me. I would ask some really stupid questions and he would never make a comment on it. He would just say, you know what, that's a good question. Like, let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do with this question. So that is the one thing in my life when I think about schooling and school in general. Think back and I'm like, I was so blessed to have this person at this time in my life. And is there a time in your life when you could say the same thing? Maybe you went through something, or maybe it was the same scenario for you where you were in school, and it was a teacher that you just really stuck with and they helped you through everything in school, not just your own subjects, but other stuff too, Can you think of a time like that? I hope that you can. And if you can't, then I hope I can be that person for you. I hope that I can get you through whatever troubles you're facing. I hope I can motivate you, and I hope I can help you with anything that you need help with. This looks really nice and cozy, doesn't it? Just a bit of lava, but it looks beautiful. Don't want to get too close. This is great. Anyway, yeah, I'll never ever forget that person, ever. And I'll never forget the way that they made me feel throughout certain things. The interesting thing is, there are also people that have done the opposite to me. They've made my life so much more difficult. And I remember them too. So I feel like there's just a strong connection that we have with other people and the way that they make us feel. That crazy little, just the single piece of light over there on the mountainside in this area. It's quite lovely. I hope you've settled in now, and I hope you're nice and comfy. Whether you're in bed, whether you've got me on your television, on your TV, on your iPad. I'm definitely, I'm an iPad kid, so I always have my shows or whatever I'm watching on my iPad before bed, even while I'm trying to sleep. So I can definitely relate to you if you're the same. Um, but I do also feel like, what is that? Oh no, where are we? Oh, okay, I think we're looking at that there. No, we're looking at that there. I feel like I'm really bad when it comes to trying to sleep because I have like comfort shows that I watch when I'm feeling a little bit sad or maybe nervous or anxious, whatever it is. I've got a few shows that I've watched since I was a kid, since I was very young. And I still come back to those shows. They give me a sense of comfort and familiarity that nothing else can. And I feel almost as if I'm in that show with them. I'm in their world. That's what makes me feel so connected to them. And I hope that one day people can feel connected to me in that way too. Maybe on our 200th episode or something. Or as we start to play new series and new games and stuff. I think what we'll do as we get to the top of this mountain in front of us is we'll find a place to, is that Chuck? Oh my god, it is. Hello, Chuck. What are you doing over here? You're so far away from that little lake. Please be careful, okay? Ah, Chuck. I think he was kind of saying to me, you forgot about me, Egush. Oh. We've spoken about so many things. I'm trying to remember, like... Okay, let's do this. First thing, let's put some of these back into the backpack. That cherry sapling belongs to... I want to say Dreamy. I think Oopsie Jr. had the painting. I've already forgotten whose present was whose. It's not a good sign. We're gonna grab our lantern and the crab. Should be fine. We're gonna grab our cocoa as well. Can't forget the cocoa. Hot cocoa. How about we have a little bit of hot cocoa right now together? Nom 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 nom. If you've got some cocoa with you, or if you can make some, go ahead. That sounds lovely right about now. It's cold and rainy outside. Or maybe it's snowing where you are. That would be awesome. I had the pleasure of visiting the snow about a month ago. Actually, a little bit. Yeah, actually, about a month ago, I'd say. And I forgot what it was like. I haven't seen the snow since I was about 7 years old. You know, and that was quite a while ago for me, over a decade ago. And so being able to go and see the snow again for the first time in that long was really nice. It's an emerald up here that I want to get. Only one emerald. Oh, what's this over here? Could have been dangerous. I gotta be careful where I'm stepping. This is cool. Where does this go up to? Oh wow, sharpness 5. Wow, that's cool. Oh wow, look at that over there. The windmill. I think it's actually a village. Let's go and say hi. And they've got some chickens over there in the distance as well. So cozy, I love it. Oh, this tree, is that the pale oak tree that we saw before? It just says oak leaves. Wow. Maybe because it's all old and snowy, that's what they look like now. Wow, look at this place. This is incredible. Big village. Goodness. Like all the villagers are inside while it's cold outside too. Have you noticed? The villagers aren't leaving their homes. It's really cute. Oh, there's a little chicken over here. Hello. This brown little chicken with his little red that cord on the bottom. If anybody knows, let me know. It's a little red. Not the beak, is it? Maybe it's his tongue. I'd like to think that's his tongue sticking out. Hello. What's your name? Oh, the rain and the snow has stopped and we finally got some sunlight. Wow. Nice. Wow, this is a big farm. Hello there. Ori. Yeah, the guard villagers always come and size you up. Kind of like the border patrol. Border police. I'm not taking anything, I promise. Just have another. Oh, one of them just did a trade or something. No, we're not going to take it. It doesn't belong to me. It's best to take out things that don't belong to you. It's called stealing. I actually stole something when I was very young. I think I was in kindergarten or year 1. Oh, do you remember those? What are they called? Bionicle or something? Bionicle? Tiny little robots. And they used to have them, like you could buy them at the Toys R Us and stuff. And you would like put them together, put them somewhere on your desk and stuff. Anyway, I was like 6 years old. My family wasn't doing too well, money wise, financially. We were struggling when I was young. And There was this kid in school that was always showing off what he had. Always, I remember. I'm not going to out him or anything because we were just kids. Anyway, you're going to see a new side to Egush after this story. And I never thought I would do this, something like this, but look, before I tell the story, keep in mind I was 6 years old. And when you're a kid at that age and people have these toys that they're showing off and they're doing it in a way where like it's almost as if he was saying, look what I've got and you don't, you know? Anyway, I still paid the consequences of what I did. So what happened was when we got to school, all of us would put our bags outside the classroom in a line, just outside the classroom. And then you would line up next to your bags in like a little two people, and you would pretty much hold hands. Like in kindergarten year one, we would always hold hands with each other. We would line up and wait for the teacher to come and let us into the classroom. We lined up, teacher let us in around recess, so like 11 a.m. This is what I remember from the story. Around recess, told the teacher I needed to go to the bathroom. She was like, yep, okay, no problem, but you need to have a buddy. And I was like, oh, crap, the buddy system, I forgot about that. And I was like, okay, no problem. So put a plan into place. And when I put my mind to something, I'll find a way to make it happen. My objective, by the way, was to get into this kid's bag and take his bionicle and put it into mine. Okay, that was the objective. So, teacher gives me a buddy. We end up going to the bathroom. And normally the teacher will give you a buddy that also has to go to the toilet. And then you walk together, and there's always other teachers patrolling around, making sure that you're doing the right thing. So it's kind of like, in Skyrim, when you're sneaking around trying to steal stuff on Skyrim, and you've got to be careful not to be spotted. This is exactly what it felt like. 6-year-old Egush. I shit you not, right? 6-year-old Egush. I go to the bathroom with this person. As soon as he goes into the bathroom, I gently step out, as quiet as I can be, as a 6-year-old. I pretty much run straight to the bag. I look inside his bag, and literally the first thing I see is the bionicle. Pick it out, and I put it into mine. Next concern now is if this kid takes this bionicle out during lunch or recess, or he plans to, it's over. Like we're cooked. You know what I mean? So I don't know what happened. The universe aligned, got away with it. So it all worked out. I went and put it in my bag, went back to the toilet, got my buddy. We went back to the classroom. Was livid in a good way. I was like happy. I was like, oh my God, it worked. And this show off kid that was rubbing this in my face while my family can barely, my family's struggling. I didn't think about it that deeply back then, but I just remember asking my mum if she could get me that specific toy, the Bionicle, and she said that she can't. And I was like, okay, it is what it is. So I made it happen myself. Egush gets it done. That's what I'm saying. Egush gets it done. Anyway, you're about to learn a valuable lesson from the story. So we get to school the next day. I didn't show mum the Bionicle or anything. I kept it in my room. We get to school the next day. Something's immediately off because the teacher calls everybody in, and normally the first thing we do when she calls us in is we go and we sit in a circle around the front of the room. We cross our legs, and then the teacher begins teaching. She'll start talking about things, and we'll go into like our separate activity groups and start learning. This is, don't forget, year one, like kindergarten year one, if I recall. Anyway, teacher sits us all in the line outside. Sorry, not sits, we're standing in the line outside. Teacher doesn't call us in this time. She's like, okay, everybody, you're going to bring your bags into the room, and we need everybody to open their bags and show me what's inside. Now, luckily, I kept the bionicle at home, so I was safe, but this is where I was kind of in my mind. I was like, I've done something really, really bad. Like, I've done something wrong. Like, it really hit me. And I was like, kind of feeling bad at this point as well, because I was like, this poor kid has gotten home, obviously. He's definitely he's upset. He's obviously upset. Anyway, They search all the bags, nothing shows up. Then the teacher gives her little speech of like, if you've taken this, please let me know. You're not going to be punished, We're just going to return it to who it belongs to, kind of thing. And of course, if they find out who does it, they're going to probably have a chat with my parents, with their parents. Anyway, nothing happened. They issue like a little notice release one day later where they're like, this was stolen. If you know anything about it, and of course, when you're in kindergarten and your parents come to school to pick you up. You don't just go home on your own. It'd be crazy. You know what I mean? So they issue this little release. My mum comes to pick me up, and I, like an absolute buffoon, tell my mum that they searched our bags today. My mum's like, "How was school?" And the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, "Yeah, they searched our bags today." She's immediately like, "What do you mean they searched your bags? Like, why? You know?" And I'm just like, kind of stuck now. And I'm like, oh, because somebody stole. I can't remember his name. The guy that the guy whose bionicle I took. I was like, somebody stole his bionicle. And here's the thing you have to know about my mum. She's really good at reading expressions and finding out if you've done something wrong. And of course, if your kid tells you this randomly out of the blue, that's already a red flag for a parent with the kid. Anyway, I told her someone stole it. She cracked me down like a chestnut, like a roasted chestnut. She cracked me open and she was like, "It was you, wasn't it?" And I kind of just end up like crumbling. And I'm like, "Yeah, I took it." And then she gives me like the little lecture. She asked me the good thing about my parents, more so my mum than my dad. She's always told me that no matter what I do in life, if I've done anything wrong specifically, she will help me through it as long as I tell her first instead of her hearing it from another person. Let that be a really valuable lesson for you, okay? Almost every single person that you're in a relationship with, whether it's a friendship, a partnership, as a partner or parent or wherever it is. My mum told me this from a young age, and I've carried this throughout my whole life. Always better to hear something from somebody rather than hear it from someone else. If if you've done something wrong, I guarantee you, it's always better to tell the person that you've done this to straight up instead of them hearing it from someone else or you hiding it from them. Because if you lose that trust with somebody, it's so hard to get it back. It's so hard to get it back. Anyway, so I remembered this and I kind of said, "Mum, do you remember you told me I could come to you with anything?" And then I kind of said, "Yes, I took his bionicle." She didn't really flip out. I thought she was going to like flip out on me, but she didn't. She kind of just said, "Why did you do it?" And I said, "Well, because I told you I really wanted one. And you said you couldn't get it for me, you know?" And then she was, "At least we've got a beautiful sky to make up for what I've just done. So sorry. May have been a bit disruptive there." She asks me, she's like, "Why did you do it, Egush?" Like, and I told her, I was like, "Mom, I really wanted it, and you didn't get it for me." And she's like, "I know I didn't get it for you, but you have to be patient in life if you want things sometimes." She said, "We're in a difficult place." She didn't explain it to me like I'm an adult, but she just said, "You just have to be a bit patient. You can't take it from someone else." Anyway, she made me, okay, this was all nice and everything, the way she approached that. But then, this is where I paid the consequences of my actions. She literally took me to school the next day, walked in with me. We went up to a teacher. I think my teacher, her name was, I already out her actually, but she was this really, really lovely teacher. And she said to the teacher, "I'm just going to be straight with you. Egush is the person who took the bionicle, the toy, and I'd like you to take me to the child that he took it from so that I can apologize, and I'm going to make him apologize as well. Like my mum would deal with it herself in a sense. And the teacher said, "Look, we kind of have to go through like a bit of a procedure. We have to talk to Egush and we have to talk to you." My mum was like, "I understand, but..." I need food. Do I have any more food? cocoa as nice as it is. I'm like, why couldn't I sprint jump? And I just realized I was like starving to death. Nom nom nom, I'm gonna eat some bread. There we go. Anyway, yeah, the teacher's like, listen, there's a bit of a procedure. We've got to talk to you. We've got to talk to Egush, you know, in a proper environment, so he knows that what he did was wrong. She kind of said, listen, I've already spoken to him. He knows what he did was wrong, and I'd like to personally apologize to the child and to his parents and stuff. So, long story short, she made me get up in front of the classroom, give this bicycle back to this kid. The kid did lose it a little bit. I remember he was kind of like not yelling, but he was, oh, that. Oh my god. Hello. You reckon I can make it into that water from here? No, there's no chance. Yeah, so it did blow up a little bit in my face, and I can't say that I think of it as an absolute win, but I do think that it was a bit of a win what I did, because firstly, it taught me the value of somebody has something, you can't just take it like that. And I think every kid has to learn that one way or another. Yeah, really important lesson to learn. Second thing is that I had something stolen from me a little while after this happened, and then I got to feel how it felt. I feel like there's always this karmic balance in the universe, and it'll always restore itself. You know what I mean? Anyway, something got stolen from me, and felt that pain for myself, and I was like, yeah, man, this doesn't feel good. I was like, I understand now why you don't do this to someone else, because you don't want them to feel this way. And someone stole my Pokemon deck. And I had spent a long time building that Pokemon deck, and I would get together with my friends and play with them and do that. And hello. Oh, this is adorable. There's a little baby penguin. He's going for a swim. Hi. Hi. And they're friends with the seals by the looks of it. You just pushed him off the ice. Off they go. Oh, so cute. Yeah, and so... Oh. Alrighty. Alina is here in spirit by the looks of it. Yeah, so it made me feel absolutely horrible when that happened to me, and then I kind of recognized that. But the other thing at the same time was, after I did this, and even though we returned it and apologized and admitted wrongdoing, the person who used to gloat about having this bionicle stopped gloating about it. They were no longer showing it off. I feel like they kind of understood that if they show it off in that way, people are just going to take it from them. Because people always have bad intentions, and I was that person with the bad intentions. There's just a random yellow chicken. Oh, there's a lot of yellow chickens. What is going on? There's chickens all over the ocean. Some kind of Christmas Easter egg, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, small little story there. That's, there's a few lessons in that story for you. Make of it what you will. I've never stolen anything since that bionicle. I probably never will steal anything ever again. When I say I've never stolen anything, one time my brother really annoyed me, so I took one of his CD cases for his game, and then he couldn't find it a couple of years later, and he got really annoyed. I'm taking that with me to the grave, though, because he really annoyed me. So that's just like a sibling rivalry kind of thing. What is this? Are they all trapped? They're all trapped. This is like a prison cell. Even the golem. And they've got those blue flying things. You guys want to come out of there? Get you in there. There you go. What'd you get? That's a gorgeous cat. Hello, Mr. Golem. All these poor villagers were trapped in here and they're kind of just sleeping now, but at least when they wake up, they'll realize that it's all open. They had a little bit of food with them. There's 2 iron golems. Maybe they're the guardians of the villages or something. Of the jail. I still think they'll walk out if we give them the space to. Yeah, this looks like one of those. We've got a goat horn. You might be like, oh, what is that? In the chest. That's really cool. I want that. Oh, it just broke into obsidian. Oh well. Look at the iron golems. They're actually kind of cute, aren't they? The way they waddle around. It's one loyalty. Don't know what that does, but it's a ghost dragon egg. Wow, this is absolutely magnificent. So beautiful up here. I've had a lot of conflict with my brother in my life. I have one brother and two sisters. Oh, aren't you nice? I've never seen like a grey white cow before. It looks really, really nice. Gorgeous. My brother is 11 years older than me. And then my two sisters are in between us. So when I was young, and don't get me wrong, I was a little rascal when I was a kid. I was annoying. I was like one of those annoying children. I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't. I really was. Um, I'm different now. I like to think that I'm different now, even though I might not be. But, oh, you see what I see? It's a massive boat in the distance. Wow. Kind of insane. What's with all the chickens? I can't get over all the cozy, cute chickens. All the different biomes. This is lovely. There's the temple, which means that our house is. I really want to go and check that boat out, to be honest. But I kind of want to save that for another episode now as well. While we walk around. We know where it is now, at least. We can see it. There's actually villagers living on that boat. And they've got animals there too. And those two like blue floating things that we saw. I don't know what those are either, but okay. So yeah, I've always had a strained relationship with my brother because we have such a big age gap. And I'll be honest, we're very different people. We always make the joke that one of us was adopted, and tends to be me that we think is adopted. My sisters kind of went along with it at one point as well. And because I'm the youngest, of course, I would kind of get a lot of I get a lot of hate. I don't know why, but I would always dish it back to like I always held my own. If somebody gave me some hate, I would dish it back to them. Defend yourself. You've got to defend yourself in life. Look after yourself. At the end of the day, who do we have but ourselves, really? And I mean, we have each other, of course. We always will. When everything is said and done, you're going to be waking up and you've got your own goals, you've got your own mindset, you've got your own ambitions, you have to chase those. And you have to look after yourself. So my brother and I had a very strained relationship. We had a big age gap and we only had one computer, for example, and I would always want to play on the computer and he would always want to play because he's got 11 years on me. He gets precedence. So I would just have to sit there and watch him, or I would get annoyed and, we'd have a lot of arguments and stuff. It got bad. At one point we were like not speaking and, he said like, we would just say really mean things to each other. It kind of shows you that no family is ever perfect. Every family has its problems. There's no such thing as a perfect family. We've got the little Shiba Inus here. Hello, little Shiba. Hi. So cute. And I'm actually very grateful because over the last, I'd say since I became an adult a couple of years ago, our relationship has completely flipped. We talk to each other every day, sometimes for hours on the phone, talking about our plans, talking about, what we're going to be doing. And I never thought we'd get here. You know, I just never thought we'd get to this point in our lives where, even with 11 years between us, we are now so close. You know, I consider him my best friend, and he's got his own family, and of course, we still talk all the time and stuff, but it's just a really, really nice thing to know that even though you might have your hardships with somebody and you might have your differences and conflict, you just have to understand that we're all people at the end of the day. And especially if it's your family, if you've done everything you can to try and make up with your family, if you've had some conflict and it still hasn't worked, what is going on? I'm stuck in the snow. Oh no. Okay. You're getting stuck in the snow. I'm kind of worried. Actually, I've got like this like snow around the corners of my screen and I was getting a little bit worried there. Yeah, so if you've tried to bury the hatchet with your family and they just for some reason don't want to, there's not much else you can do, unfortunately. But I think it's always in your best interest and in other people's best interest to be on a positive note with somebody, to be on the good side, you know. Because life is too short, it really is. So let this holiday season be a season of forgiveness, please, if you can. Don't let it put a strain on your relationships. Try not to think so much about the conflicts that you've had in the past. Try to forgive. I'm telling you from personal experience, it's so much better to forgive and to forget than to carry that hatred with you into other parts of your life. Life is too short. What on earth is this? Moo Bloom. Oh my god, is there any way I can... Do you have any... Do you have wheat? I want to see if it follows me. Oh my... It looks a little bit scary, I'll be honest. The black eyes are really unsettling. I'm gonna leave you guys as you are. I was hoping to maybe make a few friends and maybe, you know, expand our little company back at the farm, but not with these. I feel like they're a bit scary with the eyes. There's something about those dark, sinister black eyes that make you feel a bit uneasy, you know. At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. But, yeah. On an animal, like on a dog or a cat. I've never seen it like that before because I don't think it exists, but I've never seen that. It just looks really, really unsettling. Most people will have dark eyes, so that's fine, of course, on people. On animals, it just felt a bit weird. So, should I go up top of this? Oh, the weather just turned very gloomy and dark all of a sudden, didn't it? Here we go. What is this? Okay. Got some charcoal. Milling table. They go with the red mushrooms. Oh, another cherry sapling. Okay. We only had one before, now we've got two. There's a bed here. I don't know if it's asleep on it though. You can only sleep at night or during thunderstorms. I've just set my respawn to that, but I don't think that was a good idea. Wait, what is this? Enchanted book. Wait, does that mean if I... It gives you two enchanted books. Bane of Arthropods, Ruby's Fire, Lava Wax, and Skulk's Mine. Okay, that's really cool because I love collecting enchanted books, to be honest. Potion of water breathing for 8 minutes. That's insane. Oh, we're at the top of the tower now. Well, there's another one over there we can go and check out later. Yeah, so as I was saying, my brother and I, we are much closer now. And I'll be honest, I feel like it's now because we are at the same walk of life in terms of neither of us are in school anymore. There's no university or college involved. It's just we're working class, and we find it very easy to communicate with each other because we're both adults now. And we do joke about all the conflict that we had in the past. It's fun to joke about it. But mostly speaking, we get along really well now, and it's nice to have that kind of solace that you've made up. My mum has a really bad relationship with her brother, with her older brother, so my uncle, and they aren't even on speaking terms at the moment. And everybody's tried to like help them fix it. Everybody in the family, and it's just I don't know. It's very hard to butt into that because it's not really us, it's them. They have to fix it themselves. It doesn't just affect her and my uncle, it affects others. It affects me as well. It affects my brother and especially my grandmother. She's very affected by it. And I just hope that they have the foresight to realize that it's just not worth it. I hope they have the foresight to realize that it's not it's not worth not talking or not spending time with that person. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to share. I just feel like sharing today. Okay, let's go and explore that other tower. And then we'll probably start heading back. So many animals around. It's kind of lovely. Oh, are you two stuck in there again? Who keeps trapping you guys, eh? There you go. You can fly. Oh, I just gave them my axe by accident. What on earth? Wait, are you like? Do you follow me around? Someone said that they would give the alley. This is an alley. You can see on the top left. It's called alley. Someone said they would. Maybe you can tame these or something, but they would give them like an axe, and it looked like they were kind of badass. Oh, I was not meant to do that. I'm so sorry. He looks very scary. I didn't mean to do that. I'm just not even gonna let him out now because I'm worried that he's gonna chase me and kill me. They do kind of follow you around. That's really cute. Now you guys can. I don't want to trap you here with me. Do whatever you want to do. Go be free, please. There's another one in there. Another two actually. How'd you get? You're off. You're off. You're free to go. Let me get inside this tower. There's an entrance. Wow, this is very cozy. Like it's like abandoned and cozy. When something's like looks abandoned, got this cozy vibe to it. Dark oak chest. Got some smithing templates and some wheat. I actually really like the chest though. I want to get the chest. Alright, we've got a bit of sorting and stuff to do, so let's start heading back to the house. We're quite far. We've wandered off quite far away. Uh, actually, we're not that far. We're not that far. Just gotta head through these maple biomes and stuff down the way. Here we go. Let's get some light into our environment. I'm looking for the lanterns. Let me know if you can find them because I can't. Uh, I have no clue where the lanterns are. I just blind? I'm blind. I have no idea how I keep throwing that when I look for something. My eyes. I might be a bit tired. That's probably why. I've been a bit tired lately. Nevertheless, though, as tired as I am and as tired as I get, I always want to make sure that you're not tired. So anything I can do to help you not be tired, I will do. And I know that making these episodes and spending this time with you will help you with that. So I'm happy. 1,500 blocks in that direction. What's in that direction? 1,300 blocks sounds like a lot, I'll be honest. Need some water, won't I? I have gotten to this point in the episode without having any water. Hey, Wilbur's cousin is over here. There, little cow. Alrighty, I'm gonna take a quick break over here. Just around here. Perfect. Be back very shortly. I need to get some water. If you're here and you haven't had any water yet, please make sure you have some water as well. Okay. I'll be with you shortly. Alrighty, thank you so much for being patient with me. We're gonna keep heading back towards the house in this direction. And make sure you're taking care of yourself, okay? And often that will be as simple as drinking some water, having a piece of fruit like a mango or something. Sure, you take care of yourself. It's very important. The better you feel inside, the better you feel outside. It's not the other way around. Sometimes the better you feel outside might give you temporary relief, but generally speaking, it's all about how you feel inside, okay? Taking care of yourself starts with your body, with your mind. Sleep is a very big one. That's my number one problem at the moment is sleep. It's the curse of me, I guess. I have a curse where it looks like I can help other people sleep, and I'm coming to realize this now as I've started this series with you, these episodes. It's very often how it goes as well is if somebody's an expert in something or they help others with something, they often struggle with that themselves. It's very weird, but it's how it is. Can you relate to that? Tell me if that's relatable for you. Like a lot of the things in my life that I'm good at helping others with, I struggle with myself. Primary one being relationships. Second one would be sleep. I'm really good at helping people with their relationships. I'm really good at listening to people when they speak about their relationships and giving them advice. And I've always had like really good feedback with something. I've got a lot of friends who I introduced to each other that are in really good relationships now, you know, some of them going for 4 or 5 years plus. And fortunately, even though I can give really solid advice to others with their relationships, I seem to not be able to take it for myself. And I don't really have a really good relationship. And I haven't had a really good relationship with someone. Maybe I haven't had the right person come along. I'm not sure what it is. Um, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, it's the curse of knowledge, I guess. It's the same with sleep. It seems like I'm able to help you sleep, help a lot of people sleep. And yet when it comes to myself, I can't be helped. I can't help myself. This is where we started our forever world. This is right where we spawned in our first episode. I think it was just trying to think where we spawned in relation. I think it was over here. Around here somewhere. That's for sure. I remember getting on this leaf here and looking in the distance. And then I turned around very nervously and shakily as I started my first episode. And I said, let's go and have a look up the mountain. I'm a long way from that. This is almost like this is just a conversation between two friends at this point. I don't feel any pressure or anything anymore. It's it's really lovely. There's always a bit of nervousness when you start a new project, isn't there? And then it kind of just gets better over time. The more you do, the more you practice, the better you get. Anyway, yeah, I've been a bit tired lately. Been doing a lot of work. Been setting myself up for the future, at least. That's how I like to think about it. The only way I can think about it without losing my mind. But I'm just really happy to help. I think I found, like I said in one of the first episodes I made, I think I found my calling here with this. Helping as many people as I possibly can. And just something about it that makes me feel really happy doing this. Knowing that I'm making an impact on people's lives. This is my calling, quite literally. And I think that every single person in the world has a calling, and sometimes it becomes obvious a bit later than you'd like, of course, or maybe you don't realize what your calling is until you really sit back and be like, listen, I need to start making my own decisions because that's how it started for me. I just sort of woke up one day and I was like, I have not made a single decision for myself in my entire life. Everything has been picked up for me, made for me. And enough is enough. Time for me to start helping people. That's what I said. And I could never go back now. If it wasn't through this, I'd be doing it for something else. This is lovely. It was raining on that side, and now it's snowing. Isn't that fascinating? I wonder if there's anywhere in the world where it's like that. You know, it'll be raining and then all of a sudden it splits into snow because of the weather change. Obviously, it's probably altitude based. You know, like that's why you've got snow on the mountains because it's colder up there and warmer down here. Anyway, we're almost home now. I'm gonna go straight up to the tree house, do some sorting. I'm gonna go check in on our cozy little cats and the little Christmas tree. Hello. They're still facing the tree over there. Hello, Zara. Hey, Lily. Hi. There you go. Nom nom nom. Was that a nice fish? Yeah. And Lily, of course. There you go. Got a nice couch over there in the corner. Now that we've opened their presents, make sure the animals haven't done a split, somehow broken out of their little fence. Right, I can see Wilbur. I can see Oopsie Jr. What about Daisy and Dreamy though? Oh, there's Dreamy. We're just waiting for Daisy now. They're all going into the corner, having a conversation. Daisy? Daisy, honey, are you there? Please, please be there. I'm getting a little bit worried now. Can't see Daisy. Okay, okay, she's there. She's just on the other side. Alrighty, let's put some of our building things back for now because we're not going to need it for a while. Actually, we might need it for the next episode, but that's okay. That's okay. No worries. All of the wood will go in here. There's quite a bit of it too. This is levers, dark oak, chest, bookshelves. I think that's just about all the wood. There, lovely. Next up, we've got the sand, and also all the cobble. Oh, dirt. Dirt's important. How do we get so much dirt? Oh, that's right, because we were building at the Sunset Overlook, weren't we? Pretty much all the building stuff. Got a lot of flowers as well to here. The glass, of course. Glass goes straight into here. Sand and sandstone. Dirt goes in here. Yeah, cool. Animal stuff. You know what? Why don't we start putting some animal stuff in here? We've got spare anyway. We've got wheat. We've got seashells we can probably put in there. I mean, they're not really animal stuff, but they are animals. Seashells have got, you know, little crabs and stuff in them. Whatever they're called. I'm too tired to think about it right now, so forgive me. Cooked food. Don't know why I've got that there. Oh, I do need that leather. That black leather C3, sorry. I'll need something for potions as well, why not? Just check. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Quickly head downstairs, put all of our mining blocks into the chests down here. Obsidian. Potato. The rest is pretty manageable, I'll be honest. The rest, most of it honestly goes up to the farm, and some of it will go into the smithing area. See, like all of this is very manageable. Pretty much all of this goes at the farm. Yeah. Got a few miscellaneous things that we can sort as well. Oh, okay, we might not have enough room for the books. Yeah. In that case, start getting some of this stuff out. We'll do a bit of a better job sorting this stuff. Fishing rods. The tools go upstairs. That sword I was looking for before. Glad I found it. Zombie head. Pretty much just books in here. I don't want anything else. Quiver. Feathers. You can hear the cats screaming at me. Dad, what are you doing, Dad? Alright, we've got our weapons over here. Fishing rod. I guess we can put arrows in there as well. I mean, technically they are weapons, right? I would say arrows. Miscellaneous zombie head, feathers, quivers, all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, why is it opening the other backpack? Hang on. I want to open the diamond backpack. Ah, there we go. Weird. Yeah. Honestly, all of this is farming stuff pretty much. Except for like the levers, string, glass shards. Oh. Um, smithing, the emeralds. Doing that thing again, or it's opening the wrong backpack. There we go. Yep. Oh, sticks. See if we can put in here. That's legit fine. No stress. And then back to the farm. And once we dump the rest of our loot, we are happy. Back into all the rain now, aren't we? I need to stop doing that. Keep sorting it by accident. And then it does this. So let's not do it this time. So, sapling. Goes in there. Oh, we've got a beautiful... Rain just stopped, so now we've got all the sun. That's all stacked. Now the rest of our food and stuff like that we can probably put in the farm over here. Potions doesn't really matter. Cookie. We love a good cookie. Just leave the mug and the bucket. The mugs and the bucket, sorry, can go over there. Yeah. Cool. Very happy. Alrighty. Just before we go, let's say a final goodbye to our cozy animals. Hello, Dreamy. Look at that beautiful painting up there. Isn't that nice? Is it kind of sticking out on the other side though? Yeah, kind of is. But we can leave it. I don't mind it. I think it looks fine. Can we change it if we click it? No, we can't. That's okay. I really like that painting. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Brown lamp here. We'll probably collect this brown lamp. And if we can put it on one of the fences. Oh, lovely. There we go. That's fine for now. Daisy and Wilbur having a little moment together over there. I'll leave you to it. Dreamy, it was very nice seeing you today. See Junior's just come to say hi. Oh, you're burning your retinas and your cornea, I see. With the lantern, you gotta be careful, okay? Oh, that's so cute. The eyes are so far apart, I can't get over that. Oh my goodness, Wilbur, be careful up there. Please. Alright, let's go down into our lagoon as it becomes... I had to say nighttime as it becomes rainy. Crazy. Down into our lagoon. Under the cozy, this lake over here. Fascinating. There's still water down there. And we're going to relax in this chair, in this couch, as we enjoy the fireplace for a minute or two here together. I want to thank you so much for being here with me today for our Christmas Eve special. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was really fun being here with you today. I hope you have a lovely, lovely holiday. I think Christmas in general, like the end of the year, is a really nice time of the year. Even if you're not celebrating, you still have people that are in good moods because they have their own traditions. So whatever it is you're doing at the end of this year, I hope you enjoy it. And I thank you so much for being here with me today. And I'll see you in the next episode. Dream on, my friend.